Let me explain. So, first of all, this is going to be a very short broadcast because I have no doubt in my mind that 1,000 scam callers are going to call me during this broadcast. I forgot to put the do not disturb mode on my phone. That's not true. I purposely didn't put the do not disturb mode on my phone because I know for a fact that I will forever forget to turn it off, and then I'll miss a bunch of very important calls. Calls like more scam calls and the little robot lady at Walgreens telling me that my prescription is ready. And then when I go down to the Walgreens to pick up the prescription, they tell me that the pharmacist is gone. And I say, oh, are they on break? And they say, nope, they're just gone. And I say, oh, are they sick? And they say, we don't know. She's just not here anymore. Oh, is she coming back? We don't know. That's the kind of information I get sometimes. So then I say, well, what can I do? How can I solve this problem? How can I resolve the issue? How can I get the prescription that you called me to tell me was ready? Can't literally anyone with hands just go back there and hand me the fucking prescription? The same prescription that I pick up on the same day every month, that I've been picking up on the same day every month for the last 3 years? Can you just get Jimmy? Is Jimmy available? What about Candace? Anyone stocking chips? Can you get the guy who stocks the chips to just go over there and hand me the prescription that No, it has to be a pharmacist, you say? Oh, it has to be the pharmacist that has somehow disappeared on you, you say? Okay, well, how do we get through this? That's what I ask. See, I try to solve the problem. I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. So I ask, okay, how do we solve this problem? The problem is I need a prescription that you called to tell me was ready. How do I get that prescription? Because funny thing is about doctors, and I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how this works, but the funny thing about doctors and medication is you have to take it in order for it to work. You can't just have it. You can't just order it and then go about your day. You actually have to put it in your body. You actually have to consume it. So I ask, what do I do? Meet me halfway. Help me help you help me. What can I do to make this work? And the lady at the Walgreens tells me, well, you can have this prescription of yours transferred to the other Walgreens. That's what everybody else is doing. So then I say, well, if you're going to transfer it, why can't you just transfer it to my hands? Someone is going to have to touch those pills that I need. Why don't you just make that someone me? But for whatever legal, stupid, bullshit reason, can't do that. So I had to get the pills transferred to the other Walgreens that's all the way across town. Now, the bad part about this is every single person that normally picks up their pills and their prescriptions from that very same Walgreens have also been transferred to the very same Walgreens that I've been transferred to, which means there's a line around the fucking block. Takes for fucking ever. And then by the time I get there, guess what? It's still not ready. I don't know. It took me 10 minutes to drive here. Why is it taking the pills 24 hours? I don't know. Probably more legal mumbo jumbo, but I wait. I wait a whole fucking day. 24 hours passes, and then I drive to the Walgreens that's on the other side of town. I wait in another long-ass motherfucking line. Collect the prescription I should have had 2 days ago. I get home, and just to drive myself over the edge a little further, just to make things feel and seem just a little bit worse, I did the unnecessary. I did what I didn't have to do, which is I called the Walgreens I first went to, the Walgreens that called me 2 days before. I asked if their pharmacist was on duty. They tell me yes. So at the end of the day, I didn't have to transfer anything. I didn't have to drive across town twice. I didn't have to stand in not one but two long-ass motherfucking take-all-day lines. All I really had to do was just nothing. All I had to do was go home, sit on my fat ass, wait 24 hours, go back to the store that's literally down the street from my house, and I could have had the pills there. No long line, no waiting. But you know why I didn't do that? Because the lady who told me that the fucking pharmacist disappeared didn't tell me that she would probably magically reappear in 12 hours, saving me a shitload of time. The pills were free, by the way. The fact that the pills were free and that this whole thing only cost me so much precious time I'm never getting back, it just made it so much worse. I wish I had to pay for those fucking pills. And this is not the first time the pharmacist has disappeared. They're very cagey with the information. They don't tell you where the pharmacist went. I don't know if they actually know, but this is the second time now that the pharmacist has just disappeared. And when I ask when the pharmacist is coming back, they tell me, we're not sure. Now, I'm not a business owner. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not Arthur J. Walgreens. Obviously, that guy knows what he's doing because he's a multimillionaire. He owns all the Walgreens. So this is just an idea being presented to you by me, a guy who doesn't own anything, a guy who's not a businessman. This is just me using what I like to call common sense. And I'm suggesting that if your current pharmacist has a history, and it's a history at this point, once is a thing, a coincidence. Once can happen to anyone. Twice, though, if you fucking disappear twice, well, that's a problem. So I'm using common sense to make this little suggestion. If your pharmacist has a history of disappearing and seemingly coming back just whenever the fuck they want to, may I use common sense to suggest possibly thinking about considering maybe hiring at least one more motherfucking pharmacist just to replace the person who disappears frequently. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how much it would cost to hire a pharmacist. But hey, listen, here's some more of this common sense. You ready for this, guys? Here's some more of this common sense I've been telling you about. If it costs too much to hire a second pharmacist, and I can't believe that's true because if you've ever gone to the stationery section at a Walgreens, you know that they've been raping us since day one. There's no fucking reason why a legal pad, one single legal pad, should cost $15 fucking dollars. There's no reason why a pack of mechanical pencils, okay, should break my bank. There's no reason I should have to go get a loan in order to buy a ream of paper. It's fucking highway goddamn robbery. And that's the first time I've ever actually used that phrase, and I'm going to use it more. Highway goddamn robbery. Okay, so I maybe, though, hiring, if spending the money on a second backup pharmacist is too much money, here's more of this common sense I'm sprinkling into your coffee this morning. Maybe, instead of hiring two pharmacists, because your first pharmacist keeps disappearing, perhaps fire the pharmacist who keeps disappearing and hire a replacement pharmacist, one that you're confident in, or at least assuming won't disappear all the fucking time. Every other weekend, every third weekend, maybe this person won't fucking disappear so that people get the medication that they need, or at the very least, they don't have to drive to 17 different locations to get the fucking thing. Also, lower your prices on your stationery. I mean, it's seriously fucking insane. I mean, I've never purchased alcohol or cigarettes at a Walgreens, but something tells me the prices on that shit fucking through the roof.